When did a funeral have an unexpectedly funny moment that everyone agreed was perfect? My grandfather had a specific and deeply held position on his own name. It was Gerald. Not Jerry, not Jerry, not Gerard, and absolutely never, under any circumstances, Geraldine, which a supply teacher had called him once in 1958, and which he had not forgiven in the 60 subsequent years. He introduced himself the same way every time. Gerald. Full stop. No abbreviation, no negotiation. The priest who conducted his funeral service was a well-meaning man who had clearly not done sufficient research. He opened the service by referring to my grandfather as Gerald. Then 40 seconds later as Gerald. My grandmother, who was in the front row, corrected him quietly both times. By the third mispronunciation, which was, inexplicably, Harold, my grandmother stopped correcting him. She sat very still. I watched from 2 rows back. The room had the specific quality of air that happens when 60 people are trying very hard not to react simultaneously. On the 4th attempt, the priest said something that sounded like, Jared. My grandmother laughed. Not a polite, suppressed laugh. A real laugh, sudden and genuine, the kind that escapes before you can stop it. She put her hand over her mouth, but her shoulders were shaking. And then, like dominoes, the rest of us went. One by one. From the back of the room to the front. Quiet laughter, tearful laughter, the helpless kind that happens when grief and absurdity arrive at the same time. My grandmother collected herself, looked at the priest, and said gently, "His name was Gerald." He would have been furious. She was still smiling. The priest finally got it right. And the whole room felt lighter. My grandfather would have hated every second of it. He also would have loved that story for the rest of his life.